Welcome back. It is day 21 of our road to 2000 Blitz. We're at 1805. We've kind of stabilized around the 1800 for the last little while. And we have a Karo Khan on the board. So let's see if we can get a nice win against an 1830 in this Karo Khan. One thing that I need to really focus on. Ooh, we have the Panov Attack. So I'm going to develop my knight. One thing that I need to focus on is playing quicker. I need to play quick in Blitz Chess. They go here. I think the best move is to play e6, if I remember correctly. Just keeping the bishop at home, but it should be okay. Yeah, I take back with the pawn here. I guess we both have isolated pawns. They bring out their queen, so there's some pressure here. It's protected though, so I can just play bishop e7 and try to castle, I guess. Oh, no. I'm just losing this pawn. Oops. I guess, but I get this pawn. Queen takes, knight takes here. I guess actually is kind of an issue. Can also go check. Let's give a check to start. They block, so maybe now I go here actually tempoing. There's no check. And if you want to protect the fork, you kind of have to go along this diagonal, but you can't. Okay, I guess there's that move, isn't there? But what about going bishop here with some tempo now? You can't push. I would take. And then you could go rook here, attacking the pawn, but then maybe there's push. No, I can do that actually. I can also go here. But then they should be able to protect, I'm assuming. So I'm going to play rook d8. Once again, trying to play a little bit quicker. So I can take, no. Are we just down a pawn then? It appears as if we're just down a pawn, whatever. It's a pawn, whatever. So be it, it's Blitz. It's Blitz, but my opponent has 4 minutes and I have 3. I'm trying to play quick and they're just playing quicker. Yeah, they're asking me the question. I guess let's go back. Their pawn is isolated. So there's, a decent chance that we're able to win it. I'm going to go here, takes. Now I'm threatening to take, and then, well, I guess I wouldn't want to take that, would I? So they protect with the rook. I could even go here threatening checkmate. That is an idea. Maybe that's not bad. Well, here. It's probably a move. So maybe we start with this. Blockading, but also just putting pressure on the piece so I can take. That seems decent. Okay, let's capture. Now we attack the rook. So probably rook back, and then I'll just slide back, I guess. Why not? They push their pawn, so they're sacrificing the rook. That's an interesting choice, I must say. I'm going to oblige and just take. And I can't take. I do have this check, which seems to be decent. We're up in exchange, so I could go for a trade. Let's throw in the check. See where the king goes. King's running forward. So I could take another pawn, or I could trade queens. Takes, rook e8. I need to speed up. Or do I take another pawn? Do we need another pawn? No. The answer is no. We don't need another pawn. It'd be nice, but we don't need it. Let's just do this. And then rook e8. Knight to g4. Where are you moving the king? Can I go here? Can I go here, and just take? No, it's not worth it. Let's kick the knight around, and then I'll be threatening to take here because there would be a pin. Yeah, so now I can capture on this square. If you take, I take the rook. And my opponent resigns. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Crush that Panov. We probably didn't actually crush. We played with an 88.7. My opponent played with an 81.7. And let's see. Was there anywhere that we could have improved? We just develop, takes. They take the pawn. This is actually not that bad. In this position, I'm curious if this was a good move. No. What is the best move then? Knight d3 check. Because that's pinned. I see. That makes some sense. But we have this position. We're down a pawn, but we have so much activity. We should have played knight c6, putting pressure on the center. That was the only continuation that gave us a slight advantage. But then they trade. Bishop here and knight in is a blunder of a pawn. And then check, check. And we just trade. We don't really need to take another pawn. Like, obviously you can. But we just traded the queens, rook here, kick the knights, and then apparently this is a mistake. We should just play rook e7, try to double, because there's still a pin. But I just kind of realized that, yeah, they can't actually take back. What are they supposed to play? They're supposed to sacrifice here, which is weird. And then, oh, to open this up, I see. And then they can capture. That makes sense. They get a pawn out of it. But even then, still winning. All right. Let's go again. We found another 1830. We have the white pieces, and they're playing the Scandinavian. Develop the knight, and nobody plays the main line, which is so annoying. But let's just develop our pieces. Put our pieces on great squares that are leaving this at home, which means they're probably going to castle this way. I like to set my pieces up kind of in this fashion. And I'm going to go h4 because I think they're going to castle this way. So h4 is just kind of saying like, okay, we're going to fight. Now they want my bishop. I'm just going to go ahead and take this and then slide my bishop back to d2 or d3, I should say. And yeah, we want to just maybe push. They might have ideas of going here, takes. I guess then the knight can come in potentially. I don't really love letting the knight in here. I don't think I have much of a choice though. Could also castle. Or we can continue with your plan. Let's just push the pawn. Here we'll just take and then we'll move the knight. Instead they kind of react. Let's jump our knight in now. And I'm just looking at like maybe here and bringing this in potentially. I don't think it actually works. I'm surprised that they never went there. I'm going to kind of just not allow them to ever come in. They want to get rid of my knight. Now I'm very tempted. No, it doesn't do anything. Takes. What if I just castle? They take, I take. Knight's got to move somewheres. So it's got to go back. Yeah, let's castle. I'm going to let them take that if they want it. My knight is very beautifully placed though. So it's kind of unfortunate to lose it, but this is Blitz Chess. We gotta play quick, and we gotta go with more of our intuition. As I gulp down some water. This is kind of an ugly move to play, but I think we kind of need to do it. Can't really just let them take the pawn, and I don't want to put my bishop here, but at the same time, it's kind of blocking in my bishop, which is just sad. They go there. Really? So I probably just en passant, and then they're going to play this. But check. And then maybe some... Ooh, oh, never mind. I thought they were going to take with the queen. Maybe I just go rook in. Rook here if you take... I don't believe it. I don't believe you can take this. Because then I'm just playing f5. And I win the bishop. Because if you take, I win your queen. And now check is on the table. So you're probably going to want a castle, yeah. But now even just here, takes. This has got to be crushing, man. I will sacrifice that bishop so quick, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. I'm not calculating anything here. Which is stupid of me, but... Man, you can't tell me that this is not a strong attack. And if you don't take, I mean, I'm just going to take. Bring the queen in, probably. Although, maybe there's bishop here. It's hard to say. It's probably dubious. Yeah, they take. Let's capture. Knight goes there. Ooh. Okay, so probably just go here. Takes. It's going to be their idea. There's no check. Yeah, I guess I go queen to f4. So the knight's under attack now. So you're going to probably take. But maybe then there's rook h1. And how do you keep protecting? Yeah, so you go there. I could push. I could also rook lift. I could also go g4, g5. g4, g5 might be good. Also check. Right now seems decent. Let's give a check and play h6. No, that doesn't make any sense. What am I doing? I should not have gone check, because now here... No, he goes there. Yeah. Here. Can I, like, sack the queen somehow? Can I go, like, rook here, check? Rook takes, check. King here, check. King here. And double the rooks? Let's go rook here, and I'm going to sack my queen. Do I think it's good? No. But we're going to play it. Oh, I can't even do that. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to stay in the video because that's part of this journey. That was ridiculous, but it is what it is, okay? Probably should have pushed. Now they can just take, without a doubt. Oh, they don't take. Okay, let's go here. I guess they have check. King over, then they can take. Yeah, fair enough. King b1, queen g5, rook g1. Maybe this is where my opponent starts to panic. Yeah. Maybe we actually just infiltrate. Yeah, wait a second. What is happening here? You have to play that. That doesn't seem like a move you want to be playing. I mean, I can take. Yeah, let's just take a pawn. I mean, bishop e2 seems pretty strong. These pawns are very nice. You can't move this rook, because that would be a gnarly checkmate. We have we do have counterplay here. Somehow. Yeah, so he stops this. Can I push? And let's go like this. This is still pinned. Yeah, so they can just take, I guess. But now we're going to go check. Here we have f6. Discover check. Ooh, my gosh. Oh, you have that? Really? Check. Let's take. Oh my gosh, I don't have time. Ah, we probably could have won this. Oh, no. Three seconds. Ah, shoot. Just move. Ah, dang it, man. Ah, that was a very bad game. I'm sorry you had to see that. But we tried. We had a really, really, really good position here. Is this check just crushing? No. Well, it's pretty good, but bishop c5. Okay. Stopping him from beating the castle. And then we sacrifice. Queen back. And then, yeah, this is actually just drawing. And then this is completely losing. But you know what? Props to us, because we fought and we fought and we got back to a drawing position after sacrificing our queen. If do we have to play this? We have to play this. And if here we have to take, oops, we have to then take, queen takes, check. Oh no, that's pinned. So we go check here. And then takes, and this is drawing. They're going to win the pawn, but it's fine. Unfortunately, we played it in a different move order, and then they were able to keep it up, so props to them. Let's go ahead and play another one. We have the white pieces against a 1905. So if we win this, we get 10 points. Let's go e4. Another Scandinavian. Wow. Okay, they're going here. I like to play like bishop e2. And then we're just going to play for the center. We don't really need to take and allow them to come out like this. Just develop. Just play normal. And now they take. Go for this, but then we have an isolated pawn, I guess. That's what they might argue. I could also go for a solid position. Maybe we develop our bishop first. And then plan to play like c3, knight d2. Just have a very solid position. Knight d2, and maybe castles. Okay, they're pushing their pawns. Interesting. I'm going to put my knight in the center. Why not? I am kind of threatening to go there, so it's an interesting one. If I go a4, they're going to push. I don't like that. I'm going to castle now. And they might just try to attack me. But who knows? Let's now improve our bishop. We don't need the bishop on e2, because the reason why I put the bishop on e2 to begin with was to stop anything from ever going there. g4, g5 might be on the table. I mean, we have a nice attack. I could also go here, here, and here. Here, if knight takes, there's got to be some kind of bishop sack, right? No, just king back, and we don't have anything. Maybe we just go rook e1. Potential ideas of playing rook e3, rook h3. Just rook lifting. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Because your king is pretty vulnerable here. We have an immediate attack on this if we remove the knight. But I guess the knight on f8 is actually doing a very good job. But this is a vulnerable square. And it is attacked. So I think I'm going to go g4, g5, trying to remove this. And then try to play queen to h5 with some pressure on f8, f7, I should say. Anything goes there. Maybe bishop in. Let's go bishop in. And then maybe queen to f3. Just eyeballing this, threatening to play g5. That actually seems very, very good. Yeah, they jump in. But now what if I go here, threatening checkmate in 2? You wouldn't be able to take my knight. What do you play there? Here, here. Then I just win the pawn. So, yeah, let's go queen to f3. Ooh, that's a bold move. Allowing me to open up this file. They could have just took also. I mean, if I take with the knight, we get forked. Here, here. Takes, knight here. I mean, I probably have to just take. Allow them to come in. They're going to be able to go here. Oh, queen. Queen there's interesting. Let's see. What do I want to do? I need to get this rook over into the game, but I can't play here because of check. Let's go bishop back. If they take, then I'm going to maybe get in here, potentially. Maybe knight takes here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what the plan is. What is the plan, knight? Let's go bishop back. Or queen back. Let's play c4. Knight takes. I needed to get the knight into the game. And I also want to play maybe some kind of queen b3. That's the idea. I can't go here. Okay, I guess I have to move. I'm also just so low on time now. It's not good. But I had some amazing attack and I just did not. Let's attack the queen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now there's just push. Yeah, I need to just move. Oh, they sacrifice, but now I can go here. I guess they can just do whatever they want, really. But now there's a fork here. You don't have much time, though. Check? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we go here. Check. They just sack? Can I get a draw? No, not like that. Oh my gosh, dude. That is so dumb. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we were winning, then losing, and then completely winning. Played with the 60, they played with the 51. Shoot, bro. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, look at this. We got such a nice attack. Although we lost our advantage in 2 moves. What am I supposed to play here? Queen to f3 right away. And this is a blunder to f6. We're just losing. Back. Did we miss a mate in some positions? And then after this, we have this move attacking here. What if they played this? Oh, it's because we were coming in for check. Right. And then they sacrificed, and then this is a blunder. Check. We come in. I wonder, did we have something like this? And then h4, but okay, we go for this position. What should I have done here? Should have went for check, king forward, and then get the other rook involved. It's hard when you have 5 seconds. And then I thought here we were going to be able to get something, but what I should have pre-moved rather than trying to move my king and such. I actually forgot that I had a rook here. I should have just, like, as soon as this happened, I should have went here, here, and just sacked. That's what I should have went for, but I actually forgot about the rook, so. Oh well. Flagging is part of this, this whole blitz thing. We're going to play one more, because I want to, okay? We're going to play the England Gambit, of course. Chartlick style. Let's go. Develop tonight. They first attack, so it's a good thing we didn't pre-move there. I believe the best move is actually queen d7, if I remember correctly, and then let's go after the bishop. I think this is the best way to play, and I'm going to keep tempoing. We don't want to take that, I don't think. Maybe this is wrong. Let's develop the knight. They take, I take. We have an isolated pawn. Pawn structure is really bad, but okay. It is what it is. I'm going to try and fianchetto. Go along this diagonal, and I'm going to long castle because we want to attack. Need to be careful of bishop here. They're trying to come in and trade, it appears. It appears, it appears. I'm going to play g4, though. Yeah, knight there, but probably just takes, and some rook e8 now. Let's get on this diagonal. We're threatening some checkmates, so you probably have to push. But you can't even take, so interesting. You can't go here either. I just take with the knight. Yeah, they push the pawn. They can't capture. Maybe knight here, trying to go here. Knight here, there's bishop here. I can also take. And then just put the rook back on g8 and say we have an open g file. Because whatever goes here is pinned. Actually, so if rook takes, I have rook to e3. No, I don't want to play rook e3. The knight takes. Okay. Fair enough. Let's jump in here with the knight now. Threatening to play knight e3. Check. Just picks this up, so we're blundering. They missed it. Let's still just attack the queen. I think I have takes. Because, wait. I take if queen takes, we have rook g8. And if takes, king takes, we take the knight. So I can sacrifice here. If rook takes, rook takes, queen takes, we still just take the piece. We get our pawn back, I guess. Yeah, we blundered check, but it appears as if we're going to be fine now. Yeah, queen takes. But I'm not missing anything here, right? I just go here. We pin the queen to the king. You can take. Also, this is hanging now. So if you were to go here, I take back and then take the knight. They throw in the check to start. King over. I guess they want to play bishop here, but then I have just h5. That's a good move. But I can just take that, right? I just take. I also check. So if I go check, or what do? Do I take? I think I would take. You can't move the knight. Let's just take. You can't move the knight because that would be checkmate. If here, I can take now. If takes, I take with check and then capture. I wanna see what's best though. Take. I can just go check. What am I going on about? Let's not overcomplicate this, because after check, we're just taking on g4 and still pinning the queen. Oh, they block like that, but now we're going to take with check. I'm going to go there. Let's give a check. We don't actually have to capture. And then probably just rook g8. There's all kinds of tactics here. Okay. I don't want to trade queen, so let's go here. We're threatening to now take. Threatening to win the knight. I don't know if you can protect it. You have to go like here. Yeah, you have to play that. Do I just have this though? I guess then you go here. Let's just double our rooks. We don't need to make this any more complex. I'm threatening check because of the pin here. So check, king up, and check, king here, and then check. Yeah, so they block. So if I go check, they can take. It's a very good move. But I guess now let's just go ahead and pin the rook. So we're going to be up more material. I also could have just took. Oh, no, because rook takes. And we're even on time. Okay, I'm going to just capture this. I need to make this any more complex. And let's just attack the queen. You can just trade. And now we should be winning here. It's not usually good to do this, like trading into or giving up 2 rooks for the queen, but in this case I felt like it was an okay move. So that's why I did it. Check, and we should be picking this back up. Or not. King up. I'm gonna go here. Okay, now we can pick up this pawn. Takes. Okay, that's a free knight. So now they're just blundering. Checkmate. GG. With an 85, my opponent played with a 74. We had a winning position and then, or we had a losing position, sorry. And queen here is actually the wrong way. We should play f6. Okay, so I need to remember that. We have this position and yeah, we're just completely losing. Here in a moment after I take. They should have took with the queen. And then it says to trade. I didn't want to trade. Oh, it's because the knight is hanging. So they could have forced a queen trade. But they didn't. And then we got this in. And then we were able to take. And they got their queen pinned. But they found a way out of it. But it wasn't good enough. And then they saved the queen. And then we finally got all of this going. And then we just trade the 2 rooks for the queen. Not the best, but it's not a bad move by any means. But you do lose a whole pawn's advantage. So some would say that that was a bad decision. But I like simple games, simple conversions. So yeah, that's what we got. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I have a feeling like 2000 Blitz is not that far away. Truthfully, I actually don't think that we're miles away. But, you know, we got to get back to that old peak, which, to remind you guys, was 1920 something at one moment. So we got pretty close, and now we're in between 1700 and 1800 very consistently. So it'll be just a matter of time. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.